Hello and welcome to Matt's Rocks. Today I'm going to do a video. I'm creating an intro for this video on this blue sea maggot that I polished here a while back. It's got a crack in it, but the crack's in pretty good shape. I've beat it on the table and all that good stuff. It's healed. It does have a little bit of rust in it from the outer section of, or the host rock. I think this is calcite. I'm not sure. I ground it all off to give you a better idea of the fortification lines in it. You can only see them on a little bit once I've got it rounded off. Hopefully that's coming through. I did put a light through it the other day, but in the video I've put a light through it, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't see it all that clear, and I'm hoping maybe that might be a little easier for you to see. Because I put my flashlight behind it and it just completely brought all of there's that fracture at the top. You can see the rust in it, but you can see these eyes or inclusions. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's quartz inclusions or eyes, but you don't see much of it on this back side. And it's got the crack going across it too, but it doesn't. I may go ahead and knock that off of there, go ahead and cut that off of there. So I'm not going to lose all that much on the video. I thought I was going to be losing a lot more. I don't know how I got. Maybe it's just my eyes looking at it not being the same as it was before. I don't know. I just edited the video and now I'm just adding to it. So I'm not really sure. But anyway, I've got 3 other pieces. At first I thought it was Ellensburg Blue, so I've got in the title of the video is going to be Ellensburg Blue, maybe. I don't think it is now that I've looked at it. Now that once I've seen a few more videos on Ellensburg Blue that deal with Ellensburg Blue, and it doesn't look anything like what I saw in those. But without the right kind of testing, I wouldn't be able to tell, and I could take it over to SIU, I guess, Southern Illinois University, and see if maybe I could get somebody over there to test it, but I don't know. I don't want to have to pay for testing it, and I don't know whether they would do that or whether they would even consent to test it for me. I did work over there, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm retired from over there. Worked there 18 years, but I worked at the U of I before that, total of 30. I got a total of 30 years in, but I've got 3 other pieces of it. And it's got, I think this is, sorry, these botryoidals here, botryoidals. That was what made me think that it was not Ellensburg Blue, but it's also, or what made me think that these are botryoidal spots in here, because when I was grinding on it, I did have the bubbles on the back of it. Botryoidal, I guess it's called. But that's the only, that's only one. I got maybe, there may be a few underneath a little bit of this. This is the back side of them here. So I don't know exactly. I don't know. I don't even remember who gave it to me. Or whether I bought it somewhere. I don't know. And if I did buy it at the place I bought it at, wouldn't have known what it was if I didn't ask. Because there's a rock shop in McCanda that I go to all the time, and I'll ask them if I'm not sure what it is. Ask them what it is. And if they know, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It depends on where they get their stuff from, or it depends on who's there working at the time. The owner sometimes isn't there. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get on with the video. And I'm going to add, I took a picture with a different camera of this stone and these other 3 all together. And maybe somebody out there can give me an idea whether they think it's Ellensburg Blue or not too. I'm not sure. I know Ellensburg's Blue is kind of rare nowadays to find raw in the raw form without it being worked. I don't know that this has got the most desired depth of color of blue. It may be lighter than what the other Ellensburg is, and I'm not sure exactly I still haven't, and it's been a while since I watched those videos on Ellensburg Blue. It was when I was cutting this stone is when I did it, and that was in on the 6th of January. Maybe been later than that. I don't know. It may have been May or June, even of 23. I'm not sure, but anyway, if anybody out there knows, please let me know if you got an idea or maybe a different way that I can test it. There was a hardness test that or a water saturation test or something. I'm not sure. Some kind of test. I can't remember what the heck it was called now. But I'm wanting to find out what it is before I cut these, because I may not want to waste any of it by making an oval cab out of this one, or or a square cab or round cabs or anything like that. It'd almost have to be oval or freeform. This was just one corner of the piece. Trying to think of how I had it. Well, I've got the two ends, so this must have been a piece I cut off of it before from somewhere else. I'm not sure exactly where that piece comes from. Maybe it was two pieces of it that I had. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it was two pieces, because this is about the right length. And these two went together, I would say, pretty close. It may have come in from in between these two. There's no reason why it would be triangular like that, because I didn't change the shape of it much, but that's just the way it was cut out. But anyway, that's beside the point. So here's the video. I'm going to go ahead and put an outro on the end of it, but it's not going to be very long. I did say thanks for watching, and actually I won't put an outro on it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and share, and like and leave a comment if you feel like leaving a comment, or let me know about whether you think it's Ellensburg Blue or not. I'll take hints of any kind or tips of any kind on doing this kind of work. I'm still new at it, like I say, so or like I've said in other videos. I've only been doing this for 3 years, and that was all kind of off and on because I had a fire, burn up all my equipment the first year, and then the second year I was waiting for them to rebuild this, and I couldn't work in the wintertime because I had to sit and watch all the stuff out in there, or before they got it rebuilt. It took almost, it was in the fall of 2022 or 2021 when we got it rebuilt. Then I was doing insurance claims and all that kind of stuff and all that before, and between then and there. And it was too hot in the summer to come out here and work. Once they got it all up, I didn't have an air conditioner or anything in here, so I didn't work a whole lot. And in the wintertime, I've got a few videos. You can see I've got a electric heater here, and then I had a gas heater in here too at the same time. And but anyway, thanks for watching, and you guys have a good day, and here's the video. Thank you. Okay, today I'm going to work on this blue agate I got from a friend. Had two pieces of it. I made slabs out of them. Let's see what I can do. I may end up cutting some of these for earrings, depending on what they look like. I'm going to try to see what this looks like if I make a cab out of it for a necklace or something along those lines. It's got crystal on the quartz. I'm not sure if that's quartz. I'm pretty sure it's quartz, but it may be calcite with limonite on it, rust on it. You can see it's pretty rusty looking on this side. but you can see it sticks up above there. I'm just going to grind all that off because I'm not going to get that to look good, as it's got a rust line underneath it. Right there in that section, there's a rust line between the two sections of the crystal. So it's only coming up about a 1/16 of an inch off the top of that blue crystal where that rust line's at. So none of that's going to look any good, no matter what I do to it. Crystals are kind of splotchy on there too. Not many of them. Okay, I still got my water plugged in. I better check to see how much I got. I got enough for starting this. Probably for finishing this. And I'm hoping the blue doesn't leave when I get the outer skins off. Sometimes that happens on agates, but this one doesn't. I don't think this one's going to do that because that top host rock or crystal is not dark enough to cause the blue. And after I cut it, I knew it wasn't staining on the outside either. It had been broken half, so part of it was still showing. See, that didn't take long. On to the next wheel. Didn't have very long for this to cool off, but hand right up against that other stone. It's turning. Water. Not sure, but this might even be Ellensburg Blue Agate. The guy I got it from lives up around Champaign, which is closest to northern Illinois. I'm not sure exactly where Ellensburg Blue comes from, but there's more lapidary people in northern Illinois than there are down here in southern Illinois, because there's not any place to find any rocks down here. Not any decent rocks. Everything's replaced with sandstone or chert, so you can find chert and quartz and sandstone. I found some petrified wood, but it wasn't polished because it was mostly sand. And it broke up, but it was real soft. It wasn't polished. The only place I found any agates down here, it was more chalcedony than anything else. I did find a couple of agates, but most of it was chalcedony, and it was in landscape rock that came from Missouri or Arkansas, somewhere over in that direction, right on the line between Arkansas and Missouri. There's where I was getting my Crowley Ridge agates. There's a place up 3 miles from here that sells landscape rock. I might go in there and look in their pile and get a 5-gallon bucket full of Crowley Ridge agates for $5. It's starting to shine. Still has dull spots on it, but I think that might be, a lot of that might be just the inclusions in the crystal, making it softer in the agate, or to change the color into blue, one of the two, because there's several different shades of, well, I should say different, they're not that much different, but there are a little difference in between each of the layers. Water down too low. notice I haven't touched any of this tip other than to make it flat with the 220 grit. It's still rough. Because that's where I'm going to drill my hole. I think Ellensburg Blue comes out of Michigan. I'm not positive of that. It may be Minnesota. I don't know. Maybe Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure it's in the northern part of, a little bit west of Chicago anyway. Not a little bit, but maybe a lot. I know it's west of Chicago. Coming out. It's like darker blue spots. All the dull spots are darker blue than the rest of it on the edge. The other side doesn't have as many of them. It doesn't have as many of the inclusions. Or I should say, maybe it's just got more of them and they're white, and it's got quartz in it, inclusions. That's why they're white, I would say. This side's got all the white little lines going up and down this way. And this side's got the bluer lines. Can't really see them. See them a little bit when I get the light shine off of it, right? I may have gotten them all polished though. Yeah, they're just a little dull, but it might come out on the next wheel. I'm not quite ready for it yet, but I will be shortly. Flat spot on the edge. A little late to get it out now, but I think I can get it out. Not that much big of a flat spot. Well, it's a long flat spot. It's got a kind of a wider, not as wide as a pencil lead dull spot on the edge of it. Grinding off all that rust. That's how I got it. Back up on a hard time getting it out of there. And just get rid of the line. And round it off. There's a flat spot. Up to 3/16 of an inch wide. Going down through there. I tried to fix it with the, I should say I tried to fix that, get the rust out of that crack going along through there. No, that's on the back side, isn't it? I didn't have to grind that for all that other stuff. That's got it out of there now. Good enough anyway. Next wheel ought to take it the rest of the way. Check all my edges one last time. miss nothing. Okay, on to the next wheel. I'm going to be done with this shortly. Shut off my water. I might have to go get water before it's over with. I'm not far to go though. I just fill a gallon. I got several gallon jugs in here still. All I'd have to do is hook up the hose to the outside of the building and I can fill everything. Shine. Got quite a ways to go, but I'm starting to shine. Now we go the other direction. Scratches in my inclusions where the quartz is busting out. good. This side still got some dull spots. Inclusions on the end, but take that out with the cerium oxide, aluminum oxide. Mixture of both, actually. There's probably still some in the pad that was originally impregnated into the pad, and however they do it. Those for now. I think they'll come out when I do the aluminum oxide. Okay, my camera shut off on me before I finished getting this ready. I'm getting ready to polish it on the cerium oxide or aluminum oxide, and there's what it looks like. Still got some of the inclusions. Still have a little bit of the mica. You can just barely catch it in there, but it's just a little bitty spot. I got most of the rust out of it. So I'm hoping now that I can get everything else good. Yeah, I forgot to plug the camera in when I started recording that last session, and the battery run down on me and I didn't notice it shut off. Put my other glasses on. I use 1.75s when I'm not messing with stuff real close up. Well, that made it where I didn't need this now. Yeah, they won't won't focus out far enough if I'm working on my tablet or messing with the TV remote, that kind of stuff. So I need these for when I'm doing smaller stuff, like rocks. Little chip of mica is not all that big anymore. It looks like it's split in half down the middle, so it's like two rectangles sitting side by side down in that little pocket that it's in. Got a little bit of yellow tint to it. Finders. Like scratches though. But that's because the inclusions, it's got that, still got the eyes and stuff in it. I don't know if you can see the scratches. Well, it looked like scratches. It seemed to follow the lines, but it's hard to tell. I'll have to look at it with a magnifier here. See if I can get it a little better this time now that I've got my glasses, the right glasses on. Yep, they follow the inclusions, they're not scratches. Okay. Just back a little better. Or front, whichever side they decide they want to wear it on. That's why I want to put a post in it for the bail on it so that they can wear it on either side. Spot. So let the flat spot up there because it's easier to drill on a flat spot. But this is a stone. I got my fingerprints off of it here. I probably got some on there. I'll shut this noisy thing off because I'm done with that. It's done with this stone. I think I'm going to put all of these. I got 3 more to do. Hoping that shine's coming across. That blue kind of tends to bleed out everything else. And it's hard for me to see the... But if I look through these glasses, it's going to be real blurry. The other glasses, I would have been able to look up there and see the monitor on the back of the camera. But that's it for that stone. Thanks for watching. And what I'm hoping to do is whoever gets the stone gets a little SD card or something with a little clip on how it was done, what it came from, what it looked like before and after, and all that. Still got to figure out what I'm going to do with these. I may have to put some make some oval cabs out of these. But I'm not sure yet. I still haven't... Something else I haven't done. I hadn't looked at it with the flashlight behind it yet. It's kind of got a amethyst tint to it with the light behind it. And that was the side with the inclusions. This is the side without. I haven't looked at it yet. Still don't like that crack much. You can see a little Little inclusions on the other side too. Those must be tube agate there that's come up and made those eyes. I should take that off of there, but then I'll lose at least that much stone getting that crack out of there. But I've banged it on the table. I think unless you drop it from a height onto concrete, I don't think it's going to break on its own, or slam it up against something maybe. But well, thanks for watching, and have a good day.